It's time for our first real hard light shaper. Now, we've used a snoot before to just focus light on a very small space. We actually did that where we did the snoot light on Francesca's face along with the strip, which I thought was going to be a little odd and turned out to be really cool. So that's an interesting use for a snoot. So we're using a beauty dish. Now, this is a gorgeous beauty dish from Hensel. What I really like about it, it is big. And that really helps soften the light a little bit because the beauty dish is a relatively unforgiving light because it's a hard reflector. What that means is the transitions from light to dark can be kind of extreme. And if you're not careful with the direction that you have the light hitting your subject, it will magnify any kind of imperfection. It makes deep shadows. If there's skin issues, that'll be a problem. Not a problem with Francesca, but just be careful of it. A beauty dish is not going to work on someone who's 60 because every little wrinkle, every little thing gets magnified unless you have it shining right in the face. The other thing about a beauty dish is ideally you want to have the face kind of pointing towards it and the eyes. Now I can have Francesca put her face towards the beauty dish, start to rotate back a little bit towards me, and then we'll play with the eyes. I want the catch light to be, I'm going to shoot for either 12 o'clock or on either side 10 to 2 o'clock in her eyes and work it that way. Now to soften up the shadows a little bit, I've got two things going on. I've got a strip softbox right here that is 2 stops under the beauty dish. So the beauty dish is coming in at f13, the softbox is at 6.3. I've got in the background my Mini 300, which has a 7-inch reflector on it and a small grid. And all that's doing is sending a splash of light to the background to just change up the flat gray background and give us a little light pattern. And those little light patterns draw you to the subject. So we've got our beauty dish. I've got it above her pointing down. Again, it's something you can play with. There are no rules with this. You can have it straight on and you can shoot just off of it. We'll try that as well, but this is the kind of look I want. A little above. It's going to make her look up a little bit, and it's going to open up shadows underneath her chin. And also by having this reflector here, we'll add a little light to this shoulder, a little on this side of her hair. The combination of that and the background light will create nice separation and nice three-dimensionality of the portrait. You ready? All right, there we go. Nice. So let's get you moving again. Okay, get your hands moving. There we go. Nice, there we go. Beautiful, drop your hand. Beautiful, love it. Turn your head this way a very little bit, right there, good. And your eyes back to me. Cool stuff, beauty dish. There's lots of ways you can use it, just giving you a taste of it. Again, just remember, having your subject look at the beauty dish is important because of the way it creates the catch light and also because of the way it creates shadows. If you do a beauty dish from the side, which you can do, it's going to get extremely harsh. You're only going to be able to pull it off with certain people. Time to really change things up. We have Francesca in a beautiful gown. You know what time it is?
Motocross time.
It's time for motocross. All right, we'll do that next. Okay, we've changed things up a little bit. Look at what she's wearing now. So this isn't a costume for her. This is actually real motocross girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is for real. So that's what's really cool about it. And we're going to do more of a kind of a sports portrait, think Gatorade, Nike kind of thing. We're going to go with a real dramatic lighting. I have the lights slightly behind her coming in from either side. They're going to create this cross lighting that's going to light either side of her, catch a little bit of the side of her face. And then up high here, I have the Mini 300 with a 7-inch reflector and a grid, just throwing a little bit of light on her face just to open up her face a little. But it's still 2 stops under what these are because I just wanted to open up the shadows a little bit. Got a gray background. I think ideally I would rather do this on a black background. But I'll darken up the background a little bit in post in Lightroom. It'll take me 10 seconds. And yes, I will do a Lightroom tutorial to show you how to do that stuff. So I've already metered and I'm going to do with and without the helmet. This is all about confidence, competition. I'm going to go out there and perform, and I'm going to beat you. So that's what this is all about, and it's going to be very cool. So let's get a couple shots. So I'm going to do a couple of full lengths. It's going to allow me to crop however I want. Head straight up and down. Drop this shoulder a little bit. Just drop the shoulder a little. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Love it. These are gorgeous. Okay, let's put the helmet down. Bring your hair around front on both sides. I just want to see what the look does. It's going to frame your face a little darker. Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that look. That's good. Beautiful.